In this lesson, we will be discussing Excel ranges. Range is an important part of Excel because it allows you to work with selections of cells. There are 4 different operations for selection. Select a cell, select multiple cells, select a column, and select a row. These are the 4 different operations you can perform for selection. Before having a look at the different operations for selection, let's talk about the name box. The name box is a feature in Microsoft Excel that displays the cell that is currently selected in the spreadsheet. It is located to the left of the formula bar. Let's take a look at that. Just as explained, the name box shows you the name of the cell you have selected. For example, when you click on any cell, the name appears. This is the name box. F4. When you click on another cell, the name changes. As we proceed, you would see the importance of the name box. For example, if you want to select a cell using its name, you can simply look at the name box at the top left to get the name of the cell. Let's go back to the different operations for selection. The first operation for selection is selecting a cell. We'll look at how you can select a cell. Cells are selected by clicking them with the left mouse button or by navigating to them with the keyboard arrows. It is easiest to use the mouse to select cells. However, if you want to use your keyboard, it's still fine. Let's take a look at this. To select a cell, simply click on it. Just like explained, by now, you should be familiar with what a cell means and what a name box is. To select a cell, you can click on it or you can use your arrow to navigate through it. Notice as you navigate through each cell, the name of the cell is changing on the name box. This is one method of selection. Let's look at the next one, selecting multiple cells. In Excel, more than one cell can be selected by pressing and holding down the Control or Command key and left-clicking the cells. Once finished with selecting, you can let go of the Control or Command. For example, select the cells A2, C3, C9, A5, and D4. The example says we should select cell A2, C3, C9, A5, and D4. And just as explained, you can select it by pressing the Control key. Now you hold down your Control key and you left-click on the first cell, A2. You select the next cell, C3. You select the next cell, C9. The next one is A5. Remember, you are to hold down your Control key while making this selection. The last one is D4. Now you can let go of your Control key. And now we've selected these 5 cells successfully. The next operation is selecting a column. Columns are selected by left-clicking it. This will select all cells in the sheet related to that column. To select column A, click on letter A in the column bar. Let's look at this. To select any column, this is the column bar. Now to select column A, you click on the column bar, click on the name A, and you selected column A. To select column K, you apply the same principle, you click on it this way, and you've selected it. The last operation is selecting a row. Rows are selected by left-clicking it. This will select all the cells in the sheet related to that row. For example, to select row 2, click on its number in the row bar. Let's look at this. To select row 2, just click on it this way. Remember, this is the row bar, the numbers 1, 2, 3 down. To select any of the rows, just simply click on the number and the rows is selected. Try this out yourself. Selecting the entire sheet. Another operation we have is selecting the entire sheet. The entire spreadsheet can be selected by clicking the triangle in the top left corner of the spreadsheet. Let's take a look at this again. To select the entire sheet, this is a triangle, highlighted. Simply click on it, and there you have it. You've selected the entire sheet. You can also use a keyboard function, Ctrl A, and you've selected the whole sheet. If you are using Mac OS, you use Command A. For Windows, you use Ctrl A. Selecting ranges in Excel. All these are basics that will enable you to navigate through the worksheet easily. Selection of cell ranges has many use areas, and it is one of the most important concepts of Excel. There are 2 ways to select a range of cells. First, the name box. Remember the name box. 2. Drag to mark a range. The easiest way is to drag and mark. How can you drag and mark a range? First, you select a cell. Left-click and hold the mouse button down. Move your mouse pointer over the range that you want selected. The range that is marked will turn gray. Let go of the mouse button when you have marked the range. This might sound strange, but let's look at it practically. Now, let's have a look at an example for how to mark the range using the drag to mark method. You start by left-clicking a cell where you want to start from. Now we are marking from A1 to E10. So you start from A1. Now left-click and hold the mouse button. Now you keep dragging. Keep moving your mouse pointer to the range that you want to stop. Remember, we are starting from A1 to E10. Now we've selected A1 to E10. It has turned gray. The range selected will turn gray, just like this. Now let go of your mouse, and there you have it. A1 to E10 is selected. A1 down to E10. If you've done this, congratulations, you have successfully selected range A1 to E10. Try this yourself. Select column A1 to A9 and select column B1 to F10. If you've successfully done that, well, congratulations again. You now know how to select cells. This is A1 to A9. Now this is B1 to F10.